real out here. 2 girls, 1 guy. Let's see. I be wanting to help, but two girls, 1 guy. 2 girls, 1 guy. 2 girls, 1 guy.
Put me on my back. Put me on my back. No. Put me on my back. Put me on my back.
So this video right here has been kind of going viral, I guess, but not necessarily for the video, somewhat for the video, but for this comment down here. The guy, I guess he was getting some backlash for saying women should not be in the field forced to engage in violence. My opinion, I'm sorry, call me sexist. And to me, I wouldn't even call him sexist. I wouldn't call him misogynistic. I would honestly say he loves women. He just loves women, right? Because, you know, if you really love women, you care for women, you wouldn't want them to be putting themselves in situations to engage when it comes to like violent situations and it's a man involved, right? You wouldn't want to do it, right? You want to call him for maybe some girls stealing in the store or something like that, but not the guy that needs to be detained and he's also resisting. You know, you as men, it's hard for us to watch women in those types of situations, but we know, hey, it's their job, it's what they're paid to do. We gotta let them do it, right? We gotta let them do it. But a lot of like the whole, I guess the feminist section of the world would say like, oh, you're misogynist, you're sexist, you don't think women are as strong as men, but just biologically they're not as strong as men. And you know, it takes situations like this to give you a real world example of what happens when you have 2 women. They're not really, you know, they got police academy training. Like if they were 2 women that were really like probably more so like maybe military trained or just, you know, made sure that they had better like standards when it comes to like health and fitness and stuff like that, then they would have been able to get the guy. But even then, it's like you see it all the time. Like these grown women, they can't control their teenage sons, right? They can't control their teenage sons. So why do you think when it comes to a grown man resisting arrest that, you know, 1 or even 2 women they're gonna have a hard time with it? That's what I'm trying to say. They're gonna have a hard time with it. But this isn't like just an American thing. We see all over the world that women are in law enforcement. They're in the military in different countries, but I don't think they're always kind of expected to run headfirst into the violence like these women did, you know. And props to them for, you know, trying to do their job. You know, we gotta respect that. But yeah, I feel like when you are like a masculine man, it's just kind of hard for you to watch these types of situations. You kind of feel like the guy with the camera, like, okay, you know, I would like to help, but you know, it's technically not even legal for me to help. I'm just a civilian at the end of the day, and you know, shit can get messy. We don't know if this guy got a gun, or we don't even know if he's being lawfully detained. So it's certain things as a civilian where you're kind of gonna be standoffish. You're gonna be like, damn, like she's struggling, but I can't really help her. It's just a weird situation, you know, because we usually, as men, we see a woman struggling, or we see a woman about to walk in a building, like we just always kind of instinctively like, okay, let me help her, right? Which is like good, which is what we're supposed to do. But in these situations where they're doing jobs to where like the jobs that feminists got them in because, you know, feminists wanted them out the house and working and, you know, tricked them into having to do jobs and, you know, pay bills and stuff like that. That's just where we're at, you know. We can't just completely blame feminists, you know. Of course, like, it does take two incomes for a household nowadays. So that's why I tell guys, you know, if you want your woman to not have a job and not have to answer to another man, make sure you just get your stuff together, have your foundation set, be in a place where she can walk into your kingdom and kind of play whatever role you want her to play, instead of her having to, you know, do whatever it takes, you know, because that's just how most relationships are nowadays. You know, you got two people, they both got to work. The woman, she got to do something. You know, these women, I'm pretty sure they would like to go through their day and not have to get in wrestling matches with grown ass men, you know. But it's duty calls, part of the job. They probably got families, kids, men in their life, whatever, right? They got responsibilities they got to take care of. So, you know, yeah, they could have did another job for sure, and maybe after that situation they probably start thinking about it like, yo, I could have been a nurse, you know, I could have been a lash technician, I could have did this, I could have did that. Like, who told me to go to the police academy, right? Or even in being at the academy, they could have went to dispatch, they could be working in the office, but you know, they decided to be in the field. And you know, even if you did want a different career, I know you got to be in the field for a certain amount of time before you are able to like move around, you know. But yeah, man, it's just a crazy situation. It's kind of just hard to keep watching over and over, because they were struggling so bad, and it doesn't even seem like he was trying to go too hard on them. Like, he wasn't being violent with them, and that's what people are saying, that he was being violent, which it's just, I'd say, average level resistment. You know, he's not swinging on them, just kind of pulling himself away. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he could have gotten away from that, at least when he was like in this moment right here. In this moment, he definitely could have got away and ran. Probably all them would have took one punch. One punch, he would have been out right there. But I'm glad he didn't, you know. And I'm glad those other guys came in quick. And it's funny, but as soon as they had him, they're like, okay, yeah, we're getting the fuck out of here. She walked away first. She's like, okay, I'm gonna let y'all handle this. I'm gonna let the men handle this. Like, yeah. And me still stand over here, act like I'm doing some shit. But yeah. Crazy situation. Like I said, not nothing we like to see women involved in for sure. But no, it's just the job they picked, man. It's the job they picked, and we only gonna see more of it. We see like the low employment rates when it comes to police officers. Really, every job field it's hard for people to get employees. So, you know, they are recruiting basically anybody that they can get, right? So probably only going to see more of this, but let me know how y'all feel about it. Did this make you feel any type of way, or you're just like, yo, it's 2025, women are cops now, get the fuck over it? Like, how you feel about it? Me, it's like, it's kind of hard to watch, but it just kind of is what it is, because like I said, I've been to other countries and you always see woman police officers in those places as well. Some countries more than others, some countries less than others. So I just think it's just a natural thing worldwide, but we don't like to see our, you know, beautiful women engaging in violence. That's just something we don't like to see as masculine men. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think about it. As always, love y'all. I'm out.